YouTubers, happy Homebrew Wednesday, Mr. Sparty here. So, what do I got going on right now? First, I will, as I always say, thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys watching and commenting on my videos. And like I always say, I've watched some of yours so far, I've commented on some of them, and I'll get to the rest over the next couple of days. So thank you again, I really appreciate it. Right now I have an empty glass. I will fix that when we get back. What I'm going to do is cut over to some footage quickly. Basically the footage is going to be on something that I just purchased that came in yesterday. And then I'm going to just take you to a little tour of my closets where I store my stuff that's aging and where I store some of my equipment, all that stuff, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, I got something in the mail yesterday I hadn't opened up yet, so I know what it is, but do you guys know what it is? Something I've been wanting for a while. So I ordered all this from Midwest, and let's see. Yes. After watching Puka use this for a while, seeing other people use these for a while, I finally decided to go ahead and get one of these Mark II keg washers. So I'm definitely excited about getting this done. So we'll get that opened up and get a look at it. Alright, so we just got a catalog as well. Somewhere in here, I think there should be a few more things. Yeah, here we go. So I just got a few other small things since I was ordering from here. Needed to get another thermometer. Never have enough of these. I still have a couple fermenters that don't have them, so I just pick one up from time to time. And then I went ahead and ordered up a packet of SO4, and you guys will see why in a later video why I went ahead and picked this up. I'm going to try something a little different. So, but there you go. I just wanted to show you guys my mail, and I'll go ahead and get this the keg washer unpacked, and we'll do a little demo of it. Here's the keg washer. So basically all I had to do was screw this thing into the pump. You know, this thing here. Screw a nozzle on top and snap this in place. It's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do next is we'll take my better bottle. I don't know if I have a lot of room here. We'll just go with it. Take the better bottle, throw it up on top there. I went ahead and put water in here just above the pump area. So, let me grab the plug a second and then we'll be back. So, literally this took me probably 2 minutes to set up. So, the reason it's not doing this very uniformly right now is just because I have this kind of on an angle. But you can definitely see how cool this is. So right now this has already been cleaned with OxyClean and rinsed out and everything from my last brew day, but I thought I'd go ahead and grab this just to kind of show it. Let me get this on a little better, a little straightened up so you can see it better. Straightened it up a little bit more, but I still don't have it perfectly vertical, but yeah, you can definitely see this is pretty cool. So this is going to be a nice way to get the crap out of these things compared to the way I was doing it before using my jet washer. So there you go though, there's my new addition to my brewery for cleaning. So I'd give you guys a quick demo of my closet I've been using for storage. There's a bunch of my grains I got basically after I got a big bag of 2-row and Maris Otter. I broke it off into buckets. And then recently I just broke it up even further into one of my next brews. This is a Dirty Bastard clone from Founders that I plan on doing. It's one of my favorite beers, so I'll be curious how the clone comes out. So over here, that's all my SJ pour beer. Basically about 38 regular sized bottles and then 6 bombers. Right here are all my PET bottles with my Scottish ale cider in them. You know, I'm still letting all that condition, so all these are still bottle conditioning. Over here is where I kind of keep my scales, some of my winemaking supplies, airlocks, some more grains and stuff. Got my top for my grinding mill, you got a capper, all that stuff. And then we've got apple raspberry wine aging, apple raspberry wine, banana wine, banana wine, banana nut wine, Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir, Pinot Noir, banana wine, and banana wine. I ran out of room for stacking, so I had to put some on the floor. So that's just a quick shot of my, you know, where I store everything. Nothing too exciting, just thought I'd show that to you guys quickly. Alright, and here's my closet number 2. This is where I keep a lot of my fermenters. See, I still have a couple that are kind of drying out a little bit. Carboys, some empty wine bottles, empty jars, growlers, water bottles. Back behind the door, got a keg, another carboy, some 1 gallon growlers, flask, some more growlers, and then all my fermenting buckets. So, there you have it. You guys saw I got a keg washer, which I'm very, very excited about that. It's very cool. I've seen a lot of people use them. And it's something I've been wanting to get for quite some time. And then you saw kind of all the stuff I had in storage. So let me get a beer poured real quickly. So, kind of turned down the PSI on this one because it really was kicking up on me pretty good. Alright, let me get that fixed. This has actually got a really nice, I don't know how well you guys can see that, almost like a cascading nitro effect that you see with Guinness. I don't usually see this with my my CO2 setup, so I just think it's kind of cool looking. Let me set that aside a second. I'll be right back with you guys. I just need to get this closed up. To get the fridge closed up, I don't usually pull the hose out that far. I pretty much never pour beer out of the out of my little wine refrigerator from the keg. I just thought I'd do it for kicks for you guys so you could see how that cascading effect was happening, which I don't usually see with these. So, as you guys saw in my video last week, this is the other half of the SJ pour beer that I kegged. This is the one that does not have any of the raspberry pie puree in it at all. So, it's not too bad. I still think it needs probably a little more time to age in the keg. And like I mentioned to you guys, I forgot to put the oatmeal in this one, stuff like that. But you know, it's pretty good though. I'm not going to complain. But anyhow, so I showed you guys all that stuff. You know, I'm hoping that Dirty Bastard clone, I'm hoping to get that brewed up maybe in a couple of weeks. I have a lot of little projects I'm trying to get done. Like here's another one. I bought a pump. I'm hoping to use this on my hot liquor tank just to pump the water into my mash tun so I can go to more of like a 2-tier system instead of 3-tier. The only problem is I did find a plug for it, and here comes the phone, just a second. Okay, sorry about that, the phone was ringing. So I was mentioning I did find a plug laying around my house that This is a 12 volt DC like this requires, but this requires 1.05 amps, and this one's 500 milliamps, so I don't think this one's going to quite cut it, so I'm going to have to go to Radio Shack and see if I can't find one from there. You know, this was one of those kind of cheap ones from China, but on homebrewtalk.com, a lot of people have bought these and found them to work really well for like the simple situations like going from your hot liquor tank to your mash tun for whirlpooling, you know, kind of non-critical type things like that. So I figure I'm going to give it a whirl. Anyhow, that's about all I have for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed what you watched, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Cheers.